Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another Salty Showcase. This is a series where I'm not really reviewing a game, I'm more just showing off everything it has to offer. And today we're checking out a relatively unknown and relatively new Quake 3 mod called Bloodrun. Bloodrun is basically Quake Champions in Quake 3 Arena. It is a hobby project of a professional game industry developer, and it has already been played in a professional Quake tournament by a bunch of Russian professionals. I actually have a game interview coming up very soon on the channel with the developer of the project, so be sure to tune in to check that out. Alright, so with that said, let's get into it. So as you can see here, we have a few champions to choose from, but only a select few are actually playable. This one's Anarchy, obviously. And just like Anarchy and Quake Champions, you have the stim pack ability, so you get hit with that damage, you can heal yourself in the middle of combat, get a little boost. Then there's Galena, who of course puts the totems down that create a damaging effect if enemies run into them. Ranger, of course, who has the Dire Orb teleport ability. Visor with his ability to see through walls. Keel, who shoots a volley of grenades out.
Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise, motherfucker!
And finally, Sorlag, who acid spits on people. There are 3 different starting weapons as well: the plasma rifle, the shotgun, and then the machine gun. Champions also have different stacks of armor. However, I can't confirm yet if they have passive abilities or not, as I couldn't tell during the gameplay. There are servers up for this game. You can find them in the game's menu. However, I haven't found anybody playing online yet. So the best thing to do is to go into Discord and you can message some people in there and they'll probably get in the game with you. And as with most all my videos, links will be provided for you in the video description for the Discord and where you go and download the mod, which, by the way, the website is in Russian, so I highly advise Google Translate to help you out with that. Now, I am going to show off some gameplay, but before I do that, I want to hop into some of the maps and just kind of show you around a little bit. Alright, so the first map we have here is actually the Dark Zone, which is DM6 from the original Quake 1, and I believe it was added to Quake Champions for the 25th anniversary of Quake 1. As you can see, it's got really great lighting, good texturing. I'm not so sure about having the railgun down here. I actually was given this map by the developer to try out. This hasn't been released yet to everybody with the mod. And that was my feedback for him, was I wasn't quite sure about that railgun placement. Other than that though, this map's great. It stays true to the original, but it adds these back rooms, which I really like. I don't know what I was trying to do there. This little window room right here overlooking the red armor, I think that's a really great addition. And then of course you can shoot back up into that room from here. The next map up is Vale of Pnath from Quake Champions. This one's really great texturing on this one. I like it a lot. I like how this mod has taken the maps from Quake Champions, but they're not direct copies. I mean, the layouts are obviously copies, but the maps themselves, the textures, the style, it's got its own style, it's got its own texture, which I really, really like. We're gonna try for this jump. I always mess it up. And yeah, I couldn't get it on this one either. And you know how I said I wasn't sure if there were passives in this game? Well, Sorlag doesn't take damage from slime, and she's not taking damage from slime in this, so that confirms that there are passives in this game. Next up is the map Awoken. This is definitely one of my favorite maps from Quake Champions. There's a couple of them that are really good, but Awoken's great. And as you can see from the texturing, a lot of fidelity and time has gone into the textures and the style of this map, and it just feels and looks really great. To see the old school Quake 3 look this good is impressive. And so the mod makers, you can tell they're putting a lot of time, a lot of effort into the details of their maps. So not only do we have champions, champion abilities, but now we have really great detailed maps that are going to be ported over from Quake Champions. And I'm sure they're also going to do a lot more of the classic deathmatch maps similar to DM6, which we saw earlier. So I'm going to get into some gameplay now, but a quick disclaimer. I played this game on LAN with a real life friend for this video. He is not a Quake player, but I wanted to show him the mod, and he wanted to play against me, so I needed footage for this video, and so that's what you're going to see. Now, I'm not trying to show off killing a noob over and over, but I am trying to show off the gameplay in this video. So I've cut up the footage a little bit, so it's not a long, drawn-out, one-sided duel, but I do hope that it gives you guys a little perspective on what the game looks like and what it plays like. Now I was going to end the video here, but before I could finish editing this video, Buddy challenged me to another duel and he said put this one in your video in its entirety. So I'm going to oblige him. But before I show you that, I'm going to just do my quick sign off here. Remember to check the video description for a link to download the mod, as well as a link to the Discord. Now you do need to own a copy of Quake 3 Arena in order to play this mod. I will be following this mod pretty closely as I'm really digging the concept, and I have faith that the developer is going to bring us something really epic when it's done. So if you're enjoying this type of content, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep you informed about this mod and a lot of other projects in the works. Thank you all for watching. I'm SaltyOctopus, and I will see you next time. Happy fragging. And now watch me destroy my friend.
Fight. Taking the lead. One frag left.